Creating a balance between academics and sports is a difficult challenge. As a student athlete, we must toss the ball and pick up the books. As many of you probably know, the 58th inauguration ceremony is happening this morning in Washington, D.C., where Mr. Mike Pence will be sworn in as the 48th Vice President of the United States, and Mr. Donald Trump will take his oath to office, followed by the 45th President's inaugural address. As we approach this holiday season, be sure to grab your cup of hot cocoa and embrace your inner holiday spirit. From Firebird TV, I'm Alexis Howard reporting. From house hacks to face masks, everyone loves a good DIY. Here's Kaylee Perez to bring you her favorite handmade tricks. Last year, Firebird TV ended the school year with the class of 2016 responding to the Running Man Challenge. Let's see what our administration has put together over the summer to welcome you back to school.
5, 4, 3.
Hoy es jueves 10 de septiembre, estas son las principales noticias.
Born in Mexico City to a Roman Catholic family, journalist Jorge Ramos has become a familiar face in the homes of Hispanic television viewers. After nearly 30 years of being the main anchorman for Noticiero Univision, the 8-time Emmy Award winner is going from presenting the news to becoming the news.
I didn't know it was going to be that big. However, now we know that whenever Donald Trump is involved, he brings a lot of attention.
No. Do you know the number?
Ramos is referring to his recent confrontation with Republican presidential hopeful Donald Trump during a news conference in Iowa.
It's the first time in more than 30 years in which I've been ejected from a press conference simply for asking a question. I said I have a question on immigration, and when I started presenting the premise of my question, Donald Trump didn't like my question and he called on somebody else.
Ramos has received criticism for taking a personal stance on immigration, but he felt that it was his job as a journalist.
I think I'm just a reporter asking questions, but I think it is very important that on certain issues, as a reporter, you not only have the responsibility but the duty to take a stand.
Although he feels that it is his duty as a journalist, it is inevitable for him to feel compassion towards the subject of immigration. Once a Mexican immigrant and now an American citizen, Ramos stands true to his belief that no person is illegal.
No human being is illegal. They are simply people working here in the United States, immigrants in this country, nothing else, nothing more.
From Firebird TV, I'm Alexis Howard reporting.
Yes, I have HAE, but it doesn't have me, you know?
For Marcy Billington, every morning is a fresh start to a day that may or may not be so great. Marcy is battling with hereditary angioedema, or HAE, a disease that affects 1 in 10,000 to 1 in 50,000.
Basically what it is that the fluid in your body starts to leak, so parts of your body, swell up.
Although HAE is a condition that one is born with, the disorder had been dormant until recently when she was diagnosed. After nearly 5 years of dealing with symptoms of a condition that doctors could not identify, she began to do her own research and came across the HAE Association, which led her on the right path to her diagnosis.
I got diagnosed February of 2012, but prior to that, for the past 5 or 6 years, I knew there was something wrong. I went into that website. I started seeing people that had my same symptoms. I called them up and they gave me the phone number to a doctor here in Miami, and he diagnosed me in 10 minutes.
The first thing on Marcy's list after being diagnosed was to make sure that this hereditary disease was not going to be passed on to her daughter.
When I first found out about it back in 2012, the doctor did tell me that my daughter had to get tested. She got tested, maybe about a month or so after I got diagnosed, and she came back negative.
With the support of family and friends, Marcy has not only learned to cope with this life-threatening disease, but has also embarked on a journey to fight for her health. Signing off from Firebird TV, I'm Alexis Howard reporting.
To me, the definition of a leader is someone who can look at their flaws, look at what they have, their abilities, and look at the abilities of others and encourage them to use it to their maximum potential.
Andres Takeshel knows all too well what it means to be a leader. With a never-ending list of distinctions including co-editor of newspaper and yearbook, secretary of Quill and Scroll, not to mention being an active member of multiple honor societies, all while being a stellar AP student, Andy has managed to balance it all while maintaining his role as captain of Doral Academy's varsity football team.
My role as a captain is to encourage my teammates to do their best both on and off the field. I want them to be the best that they can be, and I hope to lead them to victory.
Playing football since he was 9 years old and now captain of the football team, Andy always strives to extend his talent to his teammates.
He's someone to look up to. He's that kind of role model person.
My peers have always encouraged me to do my best, and I feel that I want to prove them right.
Creating a balance between academics and sports is a difficult challenge. As a student athlete, we must toss the ball and pick up the books.
Basically, what we're trying to do is we're trying to get...
With the rigorous football schedule and many demanding courses, Andy has managed to tackle on many responsibilities.
It definitely does get overwhelming at times, and when it gets really tough, that's when you really need to decide, do I have the ability? And most of the time I've always had the mental toughness to say yes.
According to Andy, the key role in being successful is time management, and his performance in the classroom shows just that.
Andy is a great student. He's worked really hard in my classes, and he's always managed to be top of the class.
With his role as captain of the football team, along with his intellectual abilities in the classroom, Andres Takeshel demonstrates the qualities of a true leader, both on and off the field. From Firebird TV, I'm Alexis Howard reporting.
1, 2, 3.